Tyler, the Creator. He is a very diverse artist with many very good albums and such. And as I'm doing in this three-part series, I'm going to be reviewing and ranking every single Tyler, the Creator song. And let's just say this document was a long time. So let's get started with his first ever album.
This is what the devil plays before he goes to sleep.
And before we find his first album, let's do a little game, which is guess the name of the album. A. Bastard. B. Oh crap, you can see it. Well, yeah, his first name of the album was Bastard. So our first song, it is in last place out of the 10 songs on Bastard, and starting off is number 10. That song will be Tina. This song is very, very forgettable, and he eats a literal bag of chips in the middle of the song, which is funny when you first listen to it, but when you realize that if this is trying to make a big break, it's not horrible. Like I said, this is, you can clearly tell this is a person who is a young one who's trying to make some music, and this isn't a completely horrible song. There is very little oh my god, very little memorable moments besides the chip eating one, but otherwise, it's alright. Number 9, I have Jack and the Beanstalk. It's very weak, and it's has a little bit more of a memorable moment than Tina, and no chip ASMR munching. So, yeah, there's not really much more to talk about. Number 8, Slow It Down. And this song, it follows the same category in Jack and the Beanstalk, where it's pretty much just, it's very weak, it's very forgettable, not much to take away from the song. And that's why it's at number 8 on my list. Number 7, French. This song is just very weird, very confusing, and not really a memorable song, and not my favorite. Number 6, I have Ass Milk. This song is very forgettable. I do not like this. It just doesn't have very good of a moment. It doesn't resonate with me as well as some other people who have ranked this. Parade is number 5. This song is, it's good. It's one of the better songs. I mean, it's on the top 5 for a reason, because it's a good song, at least for a first project. Of course, with projects coming up, it's not gonna be nearly as good, and that's kind of where it's gonna stay. It has memorable moments, but at the same time, it's just not a very polished track. Number 4, we have Pigs Fly. This is a good song, and that's pretty much all it is. It has a great eerie sound. I will give it that. And otherwise, not really a horrible track. And yeah. Number 3, I have Inglorious. The song is great. It sounds good to me. My ears like it. My ears have a little groove to it. And this is the last song on the track. Number 2, you have the first song, which is Bastard. This song, Tyler dives into issues about his dad and only growing up with his mom, and him getting a detention kind of at the beginning and talking to a principal. And number 1 on Bastard, if you have been paying attention, is Odd Toddlers. This song is very good. It has a very great beat switch, and it sounds great, especially for a Tyler project. It's very good. I like it very, very much. And yeah. So what we're gonna take away from his first album is it's not horrible, and it's just mostly not very memorable. Some of the things are bad, some are good, and there are definitely some good tracks that you can make a case for are very good. And yeah, let's see how we can improve that with the second album.
And I fuck dolphins.
And Tyler's second album is called Goblin, and there are 15 tracks. My God, 15. And this isn't even the deluxe edition, which I will be reviewing in part 2. Yay. Help me. Anyways, on the last place of the 15 songs is B.S.D. Yeah, this song is very weird. Talked really about something that rhymes with brick, trick. Kind of know it. Yeah, and I'll let you Google what the abbreviations mean. Alright. Number 14, I have AU79. Just beats, but should have just been an ending track, like the one coming up in a different album, which gives you some time to think on it. Number 13, I have Sandwiches. The song is okay. It only says Wolfgang, Wolfgang, Wolfgang and stuff. Like, pretty much that's all it says. And otherwise, has questionable lyrics. Number 12, Golden. It's the last song, and really after listening to it, I'm glad I can move on from Goblin. Number 11, Analog. Dark song with dark lyrics. Yeah. Number 10, Window. This song was weird, and the feature was good, but we're going to ignore the 1940s Germany reference. Please don't take this video off YouTube, please. I worked a long time. Number 9, I have Fish. It's just not really my type of song. Has very weird lyrics. This is kind of like a Tyler who just like doesn't give a crap about his lyrics. They can be as offensive as he wants them to be. And let's just say, if you're under the age of about 10, don't listen to this album. It really is not a kid-friendly album. Yay. Number 8, I have Transylvania. It's kind of repetitive. Don't really like it. Still kind of repetitive. Yeah. Number 7, I have Nightmare. It's very detailed. I will give it that, and has a calm sound but aggressive lyrics and themes to the song. So take that on what you will. Number 6, I have Radicals. The song is very detailed and goes into depth and has a really aggressive tone, which I kind of like. I like it. It sounds pretty cool. Pretty cool song. Number 5, I have Goblin, the self-titled of the album. Great lyricist and memorable moments that open up the album. Real quick, while I was editing this, I realized I forgot to rank her, which is number 4 at my ranking. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah. Number 3, I have Tron Cat. The beat is good, and some lyrics are very good, and others are questionable. Number 2, I have She. Great lyricism. I like this song. Frank Ocean, I'm pretty sure, is featured on this. Yes, She. Frank Ocean. Great feature. My God, it's great. Number 1, Yonkers. This song blew Tyler up into the mainstream, so it's not surprising that it's kind of good. So, yeah. The takeaways of this album, pretty much Tyler tries to be a lot more edgy with his music, yet have more of a story, and it really doesn't really sit well with me, especially some of the lyrics. And as you saw in the beginning of the intro of this album, he if you just listen to the intro, he fucks dolphins. So takeaway from this album: this is not a very high album. I feel like this is my least favorite Tyler album. Yeah. Alright, time to move on to album 3, where hopefully he gets better with his lyricism and other things. Wolf. Tyler the Creator's third album, which apparently ends the Wolf trilogy, which is a huge, long piece of lore thing that I'm not gonna explain. Maybe in part 3 or part 2. I don't know. But yeah. This album had about 18 songs and a lot longer than Goblin, but not as long as the deluxe edition. And at number 18, I have Trash Wang. This song's set up for a more dark theme, and the features don't match how I feel like it should sound, and mm-mm. Not really a track I like. Number 17, Tree Home 95. It basically falls into the category of upcoming Cherry Bomb songs. Forgettable, not really that good. Number 16 I have is Pigs. The song is very different than others that are around its album, and this is the second album or the second song that has pigs in the title. The first one was off of Bastard with Pigs Fly, and I like how he does a little more eerie stuff. Number 15, I have Parking Lot. This is very underrated. It basically sounds the exact same as some of the other upcoming songs on the album, but also SpongeBob is referenced. Yeah. Number 14, Lone. This song is like an upcoming song where he's just feeling alone and on his own. That's pretty much all I wrote down in my notes. Number 13, Tamale. It has a similar problem. It's just weighed down by some moments that I do not like. Same thing with Rusty. Rusty is still a great song by Tyler, but it's held down by so many bad moments that just make it. Mm-mm. I don't know the full name of it, but I have it as PIOCB. It's a long song, and you just want it to end at a certain point. Number 10, I have Slater. It's more laid back, which isn't a problem. I feel like it's what made the song good. It's not very aggressive with its tone, and yeah. Number 9, Jamba is very good. The feature, not my favorite, nor the writing style, but it's still not a horrible song, especially for a third album. I feel like every single song that came above this is like better than most of the songs we previously ranked, especially on Goblin. No offense. Number 8, Awkward. It moves along the story. It has a pace and a flow, and Tyler raps very good. It is very good. I like it very much. The self-titled of the album, Wolf. It was not my favorite song, but it clearly did better some of the other ones. And yeah. Number 6, I have Domo 23. The song is just pure rap, and I like the rap. It's kind of underrated. I don't know. Colossus. The song is fun. It's cool. The beat is very enjoyable, and I like it very much. Number 3, I have 48. This song really surprised me. I really rethought my expectation of this album. Because at first, when I first listened to this, I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a bit better than Goblin. But I was pleasantly surprised by this song, and yeah. Number 3, I have Cowboy. It's a great song. Paints a picture of Tyler being himself, and he puts together an amazing song. Number 2, I have IFHY, which stands for I Fucking Hate You. Pharrell's feature. It's probably Wolf's second greatest song. It was probably Wolf's greatest song if it wasn't for number 1, which is Answer. This song goes into issues about his dad, and it's depressing, but it sounds fire, and it's really good. And I really enjoyed this song, and truly, this is a great album, especially after listening to Goblin and Bastard, which were both albums I didn't truly hate. I mean, I kind of didn't like Goblin at one point, and certain songs are pretty good on Goblin, but others aren't. But basically, I'm surprised. Wolf was really good. It came out of nowhere, and I like that it did because it's perfect, 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 perfect. I loved it. And hoping he keeps up on his next album. Cherry, cherry, cherry. After finishing the Wolf trilogy, Tyler the Creator made a new album, Cherry Bomb. People say it's his worst yet, and yeah, there are about 13 songs on this, and in last place we have Keep the O's. The entire song's weird, bad lyrics. The pitch is the only thing. Sometimes the higher pitch goes hard in the song, but everything else, not very good. Number 12, I have Cherry Bomb, which is the name of the album. It's very loud. The thing I do really like about it is the 8-bit beat, cause I like playing old video games, and I think that music sounds like it. But yeah. Number 11, I have The Brown Stain. Just not a good song. Had confusing topics. Number 10, I have Blow My Load. This song is it's very uncomfortable, and it's very uncomfortable. It's like he took Goblin and said, well, let's turn up a little more on the controversial end. And that's where it will place on number 10 on my list. Number 9, I have Run. It's short. It doesn't really have too much impact on the album in a negative or positive way. And yeah. Number 8, I have Okaga, California, ending track. It's actually pretty decent, and yeah. Number 7, I have Buffalo. I like this. It's pretty good. It's not horrible. And yeah. Although the flow doesn't really match the beat of the song, but that's just me. Number 6, I have Fucking Young / Perfect. It's a solid song. It isn't bad. I kind of like it. Pretty good. I don't completely hate it. It's not something that it's the worst. Number 5, I have Pilot. It's very loud and aggressive with rap. And I feel like when Tyler does loud and aggressive raps, which you'll see coming up in other albums, I like that. I very much like when he raps aggressively because that makes it sound good. And it fits the song. Number 4, I have Find Your Wings. He tries a jazz sound. Sounds great. I like it. It sounds very good to my ears. I really enjoy it. Number 3, I have Death Camp. It's aggressive. It's very good. It starts off the album very, very good to when we get to the lower songs that I've ranked. Number 2, I have Two Seater. It's calmer. Not horrible. I like it. It's praised as one of the best on this album, and I can clearly see why. This is a great song to have when you're just like chillaxing with like your bros in the car or just listening to something on your own. Two Seater is a great song. Number 1, I have Smuckers on Cherry Bomb. The Kanye and Lil Wayne feature, it's perfect. I like the Kanye feature a lot. I feel like it's one of its best features. And same with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's feature is pretty good. I like it. I enjoy it very much. Takeaways from the album. He really experiments. He has very, very low lows and not very high highs. Although he has some great. He has like from 5 and beyond, my top 5. I genuinely don't hate these songs. These are songs that I like. And hell, number 6 is also pretty good. It isn't bad. So overall, I don't think this is Tyler's worst album because Goblin exists. But realistically, it's not the strongest album. Don't really like it. But yeah. Hopefully, this next one, which I know is gonna be great because I like this album coming up.
Okay.
Flower Boy, an album that pretty much changed Tyler the Creator. He had a bunch of controversial albums and then like one good album. And yeah, people say this is the maturing of Tyler the Creator. And I agree. Some of these are straight just good songs off of Flower Boy. I don't at all don't like any of these. They're not even bad songs. Alright. Number 14, last on this list, Enjoy Right Now Today. Doesn't have any words. It's just instrumental. And then the word, and then I guess, yeah. That's all it says, but it just gives you time to think. Like I said, all the way back in uh in AU17 off of Goblin. That that has pretty much not happened. And I like how Enjoy Right Now Today is still somewhat good. Sometimes is taking the 13th spot. It's just 36 seconds. Not really much. Number 12, Pothole. Still a great song, but it's the first song that is an actual song. Number 11, I have Garden Shed. It's a good song, but some writing mistakes, and it just sounds weird at sometimes. Number 10, I have Glitter. The song reminds me of a future song, which is Running Out of Time from Igor. It's a nice, smooth track, and I like it very much. Number 9, Dropping Seeds. Despite being 1 minute long, Lil Wayne has a great feature on it, and Tyler makes it also go kind of hard. Number 8, Who Dat Boy. Some bars on this song go so hard. They're so great. I enjoy this very much. Like I said, all the songs off of these are still good songs. Number 7, I got Boredom. It sounds great. Pretty much, it's a Flower Boy song, which is very good. I genuinely like it. It is not at all a horrible song. Number 6, I Ain't Got Time. It goes so hard when you're just like, oh, I can't sleep. I just want to listen to music. I Ain't Got Time goes so hard. Legit, at 12 a.m. while editing this, I'm like, hey, maybe I should revisit some of the songs. And one of those was I Ain't Got Time. Number 5, I have November. It is so good. Rap song. It's got rap. It's got people. It's got experience. It's got story. It's got everything. It's perfect. It's perfect. Number 4, I have Forward. Sounds good. Transitions to the next song well, and the Rex feature is pretty good. I like it very, very much. Number 3, I have Where This Flower Blooms. Very good. Sounds great. And Harmony by Frank Ocean and Tyler rapping. Great duo. I would love to see more of this. Alright, number 2, I have See You Again. It's a classic. It's his most streamed song for a reason. It still, after like the 50th listen, I still like this. And number 1, I have 911 slash Mr. Lonely. Frank Ocean just kills it. So does Tyler. The beat, the execution, everything just is amazing on this song. I am telling you, this is like one of the legit best Tyler songs of all time because it's so good. I can't like I don't know why. It just sounds so good, and Frank Ocean just kills his feature. So overall, takeaways from this album. It's very good. I enjoyed this very much. There's not really a bad actual song on this album. All of them at least go hard at a certain time period, or like just like whenever you want to put them on. They just go so hard. And I feel like Flower Boy was that moment when you realized, oh yeah, this man, he can make good music. And especially coming up with the next 3 albums we have, this you're gonna think this isn't even the Tyler who made Goblin and stuff. So honestly, I'm super excited because the next album is in my top 3 favorite albums of all time. I even own it on vinyl. Igor. This is claimed to be Tyler's best project, and I agree. This is probably my favorite Tyler album, which 2 of them upcoming and Flower Boy are right behind it. But here we are. Number 12, exactly what you run from, you end up chasing. It's just 14 seconds and has only 55,048 streams at the time of recording this. 11, I think. I'm not a fan of the song. It's not bad. Number 10, what's good? It's not horrible. And yeah. Number 9, Igor's theme. It just go so good. I do not know why. I don't know why it's above I Think and What's Good, because those are legit like songs that are put so much more time than Igor's theme. Yet Igor's theme goes so good. And yeah, number 8, Running Out of Time. It just every time I listen to it, I like it more. Number 7, I Don't Love You Anymore. It's all right. It's better than Running Out of Time on the aspect of Running Out of Time sounds a little worse. I don't know. Number 6, I have Puppet. Why did I say Puppet? Puppet. It's alright. Definitely not bad at all. It's one of the better songs. Number 5, I have A Boy Is a Gun. Great hook. Sounds amazing. And honestly, yeah, I like it. Number 4, New Magic Wand. Most iconic song stop that you see in a lot of those edits. And the story about this song, pretty good. And yeah, the second half is amazing. Number 3, I have Earthquake. It is his second most streamed song. It's very good. It is very so versatile, and I recommend this to a lot of people who are like, oh, I want to get into a new artist. Do you recommend a song or an album? I recommend Igor, and I just start and I say, for now, skip over Igor's theme, listen to Earthquake, and then come back to Igor's theme at the end. So you're not gonna completely skip off of the album, because I know some people who aren't gonna want to listen to just barely anything. And Playboy Cardi's feature is very good. I like his feature. I like it very much. Number 2, I have Are We Still Friends? It sounds great. It wraps up Igor greatly. I'm saying this is genuinely the best thing that wraps up any album Tyler has released, in front of, I guess, Enjoy Right Now Today, because those two are just ending perfectly. And number 1, this is in my top 5 songs of all time. I have Gone Gone / Thank You. It sounds so beautiful after the first listen, and then you notice more the more you listen to it. And I say about the third listen, you're like, oh my god, this is great. And this is Tyler's, I think, in my opinion, this is Tyler's best song, easily. Oh, I like this the most. What else can I say? This is my favorite Tyler song. This is in my top 5 songs of all time, because it just sounds so good and so powerful. And takeaways from the album. He just made Flower Boy, but like 2 songs less, but like 10 times more powerful, and made like all the hits go so heavy, and all the lows just still have the lows of Flower Boy, where they still are so good, and you can't hate them no matter what. So honestly, I even own it on vinyl. In fact, where I'm recording this, it's right behind me, next to my Good Kid, Mad City vinyl. That might be my next ranking. Every song is Kendrick Lamar, maybe. If this series does good. But anyways, ignoring all that, I like Igor so much. My favorite album, one of my top 5 of all time, and has Gone Gone / Thank You, which is in my top 5 songs. Takeaways from this album: he made Flower Boy, but better. The production is also on a higher quality than Flower Boy, and I am glad that this is the album that and this is a Tyler album, because I like Tyler. And so yeah, takeaways from the album, like I said, Flower Boy production's better, and overall songwriting, storytelling, and like the whole album's just great. I can't hate it. It's like Chromacopia, but better. Like Flower Boy, like it has everything that you would need. This isn't even a reviewing and giving it a ranking, but I give this album a 10. I do not hate a single track on this album. But anyways, yeah. Let's go on to his next album and hope that it at least lives up to some standard compared to Igor. Call Me If You Get Lost. Tyler the Creator's next album after Igor. And this is hopefully a good album. This is my first time fully listening to it, and yeah. Number 16 on this one is Blessed. It's very short, and it's just basically a voicemail inside of the whole story thing. It's not really a song. Number 15, Mama Talk, is pretty much just the Blessed, but just his mom talking. Number 14, Safari. This ends the whole album itself, but it's an enjoyable track. Number 13, Rise. It's not my type of music, but it's not horrible. I do see why people like it, and I kind of like it. Number 12, Wilshire. It's not a bad song. It's just not as good as the ones above. Number 11, Juggernaut. The Little Uzi feature is good, but not a great fan of the song. Not horrible. Number 10, Massa. It sounds fine, but I feel like it's not the best. Number 9, Lumberjack. It feels the same as Lemonhead, but missing the thing that Lemonhead had. And number 8, Lemonhead. The feature was alright, but the main song was good. And the last 30 to 40 seconds is what Lumberjack was missing. Number 7, Hot Wind Blows. It's not bad, and the Lil Wayne feature is great, and I enjoy it very much. Number 6, Gorso. I was told good things about this, and I was a little disappointed because I was told it was like one of the best. But it's still a great song, and I still enjoy this. Number 5, Sir Baldir. It's a good sounding song that opens up the album, and it's only a minute 28, but it sounds amazing, and it's very good. Number 4, Manifesto. It sounds very good and has some very strong moments that shine through this album in total. Run It Up. I thought this would be really bad, and it really exceeded my expectations. And Tizo Touchdowns feature is great, and you'll see him later on the list for his next album. Number 2, What's Your Name? It is so good, and Ty Dolla $ign's feature is great. And number 1 off of Call Me If You Get Lost, not the estate sale, that's coming in part 2, is Sweet / I Thought You Wanted to Dance. It is long, but I genuinely like this song a lot, and it's very good to listen to. Just its vocals itself, it's amazing. It's easily some of the best. And yeah, and I know the next album after this is going to be great. This brings us to Chromacopia, Tyler the Creator's most recent release. And honestly, let's go. It's almost over. Number 14 is I Killed You. Not his worst track, not my favorite. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Number 13, Hey Jane. Plot is kinda sad. It was short, a little weird. Didn't really like it. Balloon. Another forgettable song, but Dochi's feature was a highlight. Number 11, Thought I Was Dead. I like the live performance, but not the actual song. Number 10, Tomorrow. Not my favorite. Moving on. Judge Judy at 9. The moans just ruin everything. And yeah. And taking 8th is Ratatata. Some questionable, weird, stupid lyrics. And yeah. Sticky takes 7th. I didn't really like the Sexy Red feature. Wasn't horrible. But the other features were good. Also, rest in peace to Lil Wayne. He fell off. And when I mean fell off, he legit fell off the stage in Milwaukee. Hope bro gets okay. Rest in peace, legend. He's not dead, though. Number 6, I have Noid. I like the Camp Flogna performance, and I like the actual song itself, and it was also the teaser for Chromacopia. Number 5, I Hope You Find Your Way Home. This is Tyler's second best conclusion track, behind Are We Still Friends? But like Igor just does everything better. Number 4, Take Your Mask Off. This song is very good, and kind of feels like a up and coming song, and it's very good. it is just so emotional, and like the vocals, and I like the whole thing. Number three, I have Darling I. It's an emotional song, very calm yet powerful feature and lyrics. Pizzo touchdown, legit one of the second greatest feature on this album. Number two, I have Like Him. This is like one of the first times we hear about his father since Wolf, and he feels apologies to his dad. And number one, topping my ranking, is Saint Chroma, Daniel Caesar's feature. Amazing. It's an opening track. It's so powerful. The snippet of the song, like the entire rap, music, hip hop, like the whole music community was like, oh my god, this is about to be one of the greatest. And so, to take away from Chromacopia, we're excited. Hopefully, he's going to release in 2026 his next album. Hoping it's as good as this one. And a quick little add-on is coming up. And so we're doing the best and worst song from all the albums. Or the best song of all the albums, and then the worst song of all the albums. So I think the best song Tyler ever made is Gone Gone / Thank You. Although behind it, I have Sweet / I Thought You Wanted to Dance and Say Chroma. Those three tracks are so good and so on their end, and they're very good. And yeah. Although for the three worst tracks, we have Keep the O's. We have BSD, and we have Tina. I'm gonna go BSD off of Goblin. It was very weird. Didn't really like. Also, that I forget to mention, it's very, very weird. So overall, Tyler the Creator has had very many good albums. I am excited to what he releases in the future. Also, to give you a heads up on part 2, I will be doing the deluxe editions for Goblin and the estate sale. And for Goblin and the estate sale, I am not going to be re-reviewing the tracks that I've already reviewed on Call Me If You Get Lost, as I think most of the places will be the same. So I'll be reviewing the deluxe editions for Call Me If You Get Lost, Goblin. I will be reviewing a lot of the singles. I will lastly be reviewing the Illumination Grinch one. And if there are any other tracks you think I'll miss in part 2, comment them down below. They have to be singles from the deluxe editions or blah blah blah. So pretty much, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. This video took 7 hours just to listen to all the songs. In fact, it took more because I don't own Spotify Premium. And it took about maybe a couple hours to edit this. I'm gonna say 4, maybe 4, maybe 5 hours to edit this and stuff. So if you could subscribe, I put a lot of effort in this. Look forward to part 2. I'll drop it when I feel like it. Bye.